if I'm having a negative thought, right?
Hmm.
What can you do to make it into a positive thought? Like how to, like, like I said, the situations I'm going through, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mind is thinking negative, like something negative is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
How can I like refocus myself
On the positive thought.
on the positive thought?
Okay, sure. Negative thought has a way of becoming more intense, more specific. It will start from a general negative thought. Then the imagination comes up, mind jumps. It will make it more intense, more negative, more complex. That it can also turn in this way. It can also turn in this way. What if this happens? What if this happens? So everything starts happening, you know. So that is a
Yeah.
good question. What to do about that? Anyway, whatever techniques we are doing, those are the ones which you can do to handle that. But if you don't want to tackle it through the practices, but you want to tackle it just through the mind, deep breathing, simplest thing. But because you have asked this question even after all the techniques, so let me tell you. I call that thinking styles, general and specific thinking style. And that will answer your question. I'll even take an example. So what are specific or general thinking styles? Whenever a negative thought comes, let's suppose, there is a lady, Anna. I'm just taking an example so that you can understand. So you see, there is a cycle. From specific negative thought, we have to change it to general negative thought. From general negative thought, we have to change it to general positive thought. From general positive thought to a specific positive thought. Now, what is a general thought or a specific thought? Let's discuss. And you cannot jump. And how it helps? It will be more clear through this example. So let's take an example of a lady named Anna. Random scenario. Let's take that she just lost her job. Just lost. Suddenly she has given a notice, and this evening, suddenly she is out from the job. Now she went home. It was a shock. She went home. She took a shower and all. She went to the bed. Now her mind takes over. So right now the thought in her mind may be very specific, very bad. It can be, I can't believe I was fired. I may be very terribly bad at my job. These are very intense negative thoughts. Second, I may never find another job as good as this one. Another specific negative thought can be, how will I pay my bills next month, which is approaching. I call these thoughts as very specific. These are specific about the bills, about not finding the job, about thinking, under-evaluating that maybe I'm not good. Maybe that's why my husband is like that with me. So all these, we make up the things about our own self. So this is what I call specific, and you please try to follow. You question me at the end if things are not clear. I'm talking about right now, this is the most negative state a person can be, specific negative. I may never find a job.
But isn't that like a normal reaction if somebody
It is
loses
there.
their job?
Yes, it is there. The only difference is this reaction is a normal reaction, but people get consumed by these negative thoughts. I am going to tell you how to come out, because if you don't come out within few minutes, it is going to be so intense. It's a normal reaction. I agree that. But many people are sucked up in this thought process. I'm telling that's what we are learning. It's a specific thought and negative. Thinking about that, I cannot find a job as good as this one. It's not true. Thinking about I may be very bad, terribly bad at my job. It's not true. Maybe there may be different reasons which they have not disclosed. Maybe the position got closed, something, right? She is at a very negative state in terms of, maybe you can wrote it down, specific negative thinking. That's what I call. Step one is from shifting from specific negative thought to a general negative thought. Please try to follow what I'm saying. Specific negative thought to a general negative thought. Now, why it helps? Because general negative thought is a general vibration. It is still negative, but not that intense. Right now, I'm thinking a lot of things that there must be something bad with me. I may be that bad. But then I need to gradually come up. I cannot immediately switch it to positive thought. That's what I'm going to tell. A general negative thought will be, okay, losing a job is really tough. You know, less intense. It is still negative, less intense. Another thought can be, this you have to choose, that I cannot move to the positive side. Let me reduce the intensity by being more general rather than specific. So a more general negative thought may be, many people go through the periods of unemployment. It is hard. I'm not saying good at the bright side, but be less specific, less about you, more general. It's hard not knowing what will come next. It's hard not knowing from where the money will come to pay the bills. But many people go through this period of unemployment and it is tough. It is general negative thought. It is still negative. Be at this thought process for some time and then change it. So what I'm trying to say that while these thoughts are still negative, they are less personal. They are more general, which reduce the intensity of her negative emotions. Step 2, moving from negative general to a positive general thought. A positive general thought can be, I have faced these kind of challenges before and come out stronger. I know it is a change, unpleasant change, but a change can lead to a new or better opportunities. I have skills and experience that are valuable, so I'll get a job. Now this is positive, general positive. Remain there for a few minutes. Then come to something which I call the best state, specific positive thoughts. So a disaster is getting turned into the opportunity in the mind here. What is a specific positive? General positive thought I told you, right? That I have skills, I will get the job. Changes are, this change is not pleasant, but it may lead to new or better opportunities. This is general positive. A specific positive thought can be something like that. I have a strong network of contacts who can help me find the new opportunities. Or most of the cases I've seen that happening. Maybe this could be a way of universe to give me a chance to explore a new career path. Maybe I was more comfortable in my comfort zone. Maybe this could be a chance to explore a new business idea that I was having in my mind, which I've never been able to do because I was delaying it. Another thought can be, I have savings that are in my bank account that will help me taking care of my bills while I focus on this new business idea. Now this thing will excite her. And trust me, it happened with me. I'll not say that I've been thrown out from my job, of course, but I took that decision, which looked disaster to the other people. And things were not happening immediately, but it really turned to a blessing for me. In the same way, whenever any negative thought used to come in my mind, I used to use this formula. Specific negative, move to general negative. From general negative, move to general positive, then specific positive. Are you able to relate?
Yeah, I'm thinking like in my life, like I have changed my job, like major job, like 4 times.
And every time it thinks that, maybe I was so good at the previous job, but every time.
But then every time I changed the job, it became better and better.
Better. That's what I'm saying. But Gurpreet, let me tell you, there are a lot of people where anything like this happens, which example I took, they will be so devastated. And their focus will be on losing the job. And because their whole focus is on one thing that is not working fine, and their overall vibration will become negative, so it will have impact on their health. First thing, health will get impacted. First thing, very confidently I can say that, because I see that happening all the time. Something not working in the relationship, health will go bad. Something not happening in career, your health will go bad. Mental, physical, both. That is the law. Because there are 10 good things in my life. One thing is not going well, and I choose to give my attention to that one thing instead of to other 9 positive things. Now, because my constant focus is on that one thing which is not good, overall my every life situation will become negative, and this negativity in this particular situation will impact every other area of my life.